Let's go. Let's go, Tobias. One time. Someone's gotta stop the kid. Why not the Mauer? When are we getting Gabe impersonations? Maybe at the next big Gabe tournament. Gabe is running another tournament over in Cologne, I think at the end of September. He already reached out to me if I wanted to come by again. Either I can cast from there or I can cast from home. If it's a quiet weekend, I will gladly come. Obviously, I never really know what's going to happen in the future. I don't know if I have any other obligations, but I will obviously do my best to be there. And then maybe there will be some Gabe impersonations. And I do love the Experian. I love the first edition of Gabe's tournament. It was won by this kid, who just keeps on winning. 29 maps in a row. The last official map that Clem lost was Oceanborn against Reynor in round 2 of EWC. He won game 5 on Side Delta. He won 3-0 against Serral, 4-0 against Hero, 5-0 against Serral. 2-0 versus Spirit, 2-0 versus MaxPax, 2-0 versus Gerald, 1-0 versus MaxPax. And yesterday, the kid was big too, with a 2-0 over Hero. Did he play somebody else yesterday? Was it just 2-0, 1-0 Hero? 3 games? ShoWTimE can play some absolutely amazing PvT. He obviously knows that he's got an incredibly difficult challenge ahead of him. Clem is on fire. Reynor says, let's go on a call. Sure, we can do it. If you want to do that, Reynor, I'll gladly do that, matey. We need to make sure that our audio... You want me to share my screen or just watch the same stream as me? We can do that. If it makes you happy. Team call? I don't want to call in the private group that we have. Because that could alert ShoWTimE and I obviously don't want to distract him. If Trigger wants to join, obviously more than welcome, mate. Hello, hello.
What's up?
Hello, mate. How are we doing, champ?
Doing good.
Yeah, feeling good?
Yeah, I'm feeling very good.
Same.
I zoned the Lorimbo in the ladder, I think, with my Terran. He had no chance.
Well, if that doesn't give us confidence to take out Liquid Clem, I don't know what will. Beating Lorimbo.
Yeah, exactly. I don't actually know if it was Lorimbo. I think so.
The only thing that I'm missing right now is Cyan, man. If you beat him too, then I absolutely believe we're flying.
Bring him to me, I'll show him.
Goes the river. ShoWTimE in the top left representing BASILISK. He's of course not an official member of BASILISK. Our journey together will end after today. We've had a lot of fun having ShoWTimE play alongside us. We teamed up with him in the beginning of the season because we obviously only had 3 players and Serral was not always available. ShoWTimE could not play in the WTL all by himself as he's the only member of Big. That's why he played with us this season. So this is actually the final day that we have D Mauer on our side. Let's go out with a bang.
Yep. Dimauer would be the one to stop him. I already know.
I'm feeling good about it.
Yeah, me too, me too. Tobias is a beast. But he's a clutch monster, actually. When it comes to... When it matters the most, you know, Tobias shows up. He's a bit of a scientist now.
Clem opening up with Reaper and Double Gas. I don't think this will come as too much of a surprise. I'm so fascinated by the vast majority of the TVPs that Clem plays. But he goes for these openings that really do need to deal damage. And if they don't deal damage, he'd actually be in trouble. And then even when Protoss players have batteries, there's always this one moment where the Protoss units are not exactly where they should be. And he kills the battery, or he finds that little opening and he kills 7 probes. And yeah, it feels like we're just playing his game.
It's a classic. I've been playing some off-race a bit, and I've been... The first approach was, okay, let's try to play like Clem in PvP.
Yeah.
And that's when you start balance winding, because like unless you're Clem, it doesn't really work. And this is where like my brother and some of the Terrans, these guys, they don't get it, you know? They still try to play like Clem. But I tell them, that's not how you do it. You have to go for like tank pushes and stuff, because it's not really viable unless you're Liquid Clem.
Robo opening over here by ShoWTimE, definitely a bit different, right? Not the most common. We often see Stargates, Twilight Council very popular, but Ghost River is a different map. And you have to worry about different things because of how close these main bases are to each other. Even if the rush distance, like if you go around the ramp, it's not that big, but obviously for drop play, it is very big. I do think it's important to keep Clem in the dark for as long as possible. We don't want to give it away that we are playing Robo too early on.
I'm a big fan of Robo first in PvT. I like it.
Yeah, I know.
Especially on these short maps. I think it's good.
I sometimes think back of that one PvT you played against Clem. I think it was on 2K Atmosphere, where you open up with a Robo. And I was convinced for the next 6 minutes that you could not possibly play like that, because Clem was going to be everywhere at once. And he was. But you somehow always had units in position, even without the Twilight upgrades. I did an interview with Clem afterwards, and even Clem gave you mad props. He was like, yeah, he was supposed to die, but somehow he always had stuff. It was really annoying.
Yeah, back when I was actually decent with my toss.
Oh, the Observer, by the way, is leaving. I don't like that. It would be a little bit easier if we can actually always see this Widow Mine, but we haven't lost any real workers yet. A little bit of lost mining time is annoying. We are on top of the heli, and in the main, Clem is going to go for a tiny drop, but hey, Stalkers are shooting at the medevac. Okay. Well,
this is fine.
It is not too bad yet. Let's not lose any more. Let's kill that Widow Mine too. ShoWTimE still enjoying a 6-worker lead while having an Observer on the other side of the map, building his first Immortal. Not too bad, honestly. For a Robo first, not exactly the dream the tech building to deal with early game harass. Is actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. I don't actually love the Immortal, but
what would you like then?
You can't really know. I don't think you need anything now. Like, you could go Robo Bay or just bank up a little bit. Like Robo Bay, second Observer, maybe even a Prism would be so much better than Immortal in this case. But obviously he doesn't know like the actual follow-up.
Well, he had an
like
Observer.
Clem's going Raven. Well, now he knows, but before he started the Immortal, I mean.
Yeah. I mean, if Clem makes a committed move out and we actually have an Immortal and we get a couple Zealots with charge and we get a sneaky Archon in there as well, there is a chance that we absolutely smack it. The only downside is...
I don't like that he threw the Templar Archives in Vision of the Medivac. Like, Clem now knows, right?
Yes.
It's gonna be a lot different.
Yeah, but even if Clem doesn't move out, we still have 3 bases. Overall, I think ShoWTimE is playing a smart game here. Obviously, yeah.
We've seen this build before. It was Hero versus Clem, right? On this map? What was it? Was it Dallas?
Yes, that was a crazy game. The game 3 back
right?
then.
Yeah, where Hero just kept on going and somehow he broke him.
Yeah. No,
that's how he does it against me as well. I'm fucking Ghost Reaver against me in the EWC. He just kept rallying units across the map.
That was a crazy game. I actually took a look at that game on YouTube, and people were like, man, these commentators... I wasn't me, I forgot who was guessing. The commentators are so biased. They kept on talking how Clem was winning, but it was so obvious he was going to lose. I was like, nah. Actually, literally everyone thought that Hero was losing that game. And then somehow he just did it. Even when he lost the War Prism, it was supposed to be totally over. That was a banger. I am sure that ShoWTimE has seen that game and maybe looked at it and is like, you know what? That is a fun way to play Ghost River. Quick Storm, way quicker third base, 5-worker lead, 7 minutes in. Not many people are in this position against Clem 7 minutes in, so I'll take it for now, Reynor.
Yeah. I'm a believer here in Tobias. I don't actually love if he drops the guys on the mineral line. I don't love it.
No, because then we take the chance of just getting steamrolled at home. I feel like we needed these storms on the other side of the map. ShoWTimE deals good economic damage. That is nice and all, but do we then have an answer for this army? 9 SCVs is big. Can ShoWTimE take a good fight? Guardian Shield. Maybe one more storm. Clem is not paying attention. ShoWTimE storm. Stop. No. WTL Observer. What are you doing?
Oh, God. Go back.
Hey, that's not too bad. Not too bad. Overcharge. If we overcharge and we save the Immortal, we have killed 15 SCVs.
We hold.
17 SCVs. Clem is moving the medevac, by the way, into the natural. ShoWTimE has an Archon on the other side of the map. Overcharge is here. A couple of Zealots are going to go for it. One tank very low on HP. We need to kill this tank. We killed the tank. We get the second tank. Let's go back. If we can just get some few more reinforcements, is ShoWTimE the first man to potentially beat Clem in 30 official games. Killing 20 SCVs is massive. War Prism still alive, but we do need to deal with these 3 Marauders and... oh my goodness.
We're up 20 supply, Kevin. We're up 20 supply.
I know we're up 20 supply, but no one beats Clem. Ghost River, ShoWTimE,
no,
Demour.
Calm down. Okay, let's recollect our thoughts here. It's not over yet.
No, it's
We're winning hard, but we got this, I think.
I know it's not over yet, but this is amazing. We're up 25 workers, and we've got Storm, and we've got 3 bases, and we know where units are. We obviously cannot take too much gems. Let's kill these medevacs. Come on, Stalkers, Archon, T-Rex arms. Yes, gets 1. We'll take it. Let's go. I feel like we should go because there are no ghosts right now. And even Clem is going to have a hard time dealing with 4 High Templars with Storm.
Robo base.
Okay, we're setting up a Rondai. Clem continues to attack, but we've got Storm for days.
Yeah.
This
Okay,
double
let's see
run
what
by.
at this round by. Yeah, this round is gonna be good. Clem is broke as a joke. Actually, I don't mind this. ShoWTimE just waiting here. As
Storm.
long as we don't die, right?
Let's Storm.
Don't die, please.
We have overcharge. Coco's second overcharge is absolutely available here.
Yeah, for sure.
Coco knew
There
it
it
up.
is.
Look at them zealots go. Okay, there's not too many SCVs to kill. Blink gets fired up. Robe gets fired up. Clem drops a Ghost Academy, which I think is a great call by Clem. Because I feel without it, he's never going to win this game, and he knows that.
Yeah. ShoWTimE already knows that and he's going to RoboBay. I think this is fine. We have the prisms. Yeah. He's in position.
Careful, no!
This is fine. Storm! No, what are you doing, Tobias?
There's a lot of storms. We just need a few more units. I'm not loving that warp in, but we do have one Archon buying us some time. A couple of extra zealots get warped in. Tobias holds for now. Still up 25 supplies. Zealots, friendly fire. We don't mind. Nope, that's not going to happen. But look at them zealots go. That zealot, mate. He's gone to the gym with Tobias.
Yeah, they're on a journey together.
But I kind of wish
think,
that I kind of want to attack before Clem gets like all the fun tools that he's so freaking good with. Like ShoWTimE is in a really good spot. I understand maybe waiting for extended thermal lens, but I also don't want to see Clem stabilize, become rich, and have Ghost and Vikings because he's so freaking
Double
good.
Forge, I don't like that. I don't love it. Like if this was Hero, he would have shipped it 2 minutes ago.
But maybe we should just let Tobias cook because this is Tobias.
Yeah, maybe we should let him cook. Like he already cooked him, right? So just keep on cooking him.
Do we still have? Okay, we have another zealot run by Clem. Obviously, with the way that this game has gone, does not have a lot of map vision. He's going to try to gather a bit of vision with splitting up Marines to the center. Maybe, like, if this game goes on for a little while longer, I think we also need a second robo. But I also want to see Tobias get aggressive. Once we have +2 attack, I really think we need to start getting aggressive.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, man, that looked so good for a little bit. It looked so good for a little... And still does, don't get me wrong. It still looks really good. Like, if this is a regular PvT, people would be saying, like, lol, so over, Terran's dead. But because it feels like it's been half a year since Clem has lost the game, it's still so scary.
I'm a believer in top. Look at this. He's splitting up hallucinations, dropping in, baby. Bam.
We have one more
Now we recall
storm.
instant.
Oh, but
instant
there's
recall.
Vikings. There's Vikings. It's safe.
Yeah, this is safe. Adios. Not even close.
I think you're 1 or 2 seconds behind me, by the way. I don't know if you can
Oh,
refresh.
that's possible. I'm 11, 15, 16,
Yeah, good.
17. Okay.
Clem with 100 army supply, 1-1 upgrades. ShoWTimE with 111 army supply. We've got Colossus, we've got High Templars, Zealots with charge, double forge. Raven is being annoying. Maybe a single High Templar.
Surely this is where we move, right? Christianer should take over from here. He's the best.
Storm.
A moving 50
Feedback.
zealots.
Okay, feedback is
I
fine.
like the feedback.
Yeah, we'll take it. Guardian Shield is important, by the way. Let's not get EMP'd before we use Guardian Shield. So important.
Do we have Blink? We have Blink.
Yeah,
right?
we have Blink. Blink is done.
Okay.
6 workers died, I guess, to auto turrets. Go on, Tobias. Cheeky Warp Prism or a Pylon in a gateway. I think a tiny Zealot run by is happening at the 3rd. Warp Prism is playing a dangerous game because there is a missile turret in the natural, but it's okay. Continue to
We also
create
a lot of
chaos.
Viking.
Feedback lands. ShoWTimE is going for it. Guardian Shield gets activated to protect a couple of these Zealots. Colossus is starting to participate in the battle. We have to be so careful with this Warp Prism, by the way, because it did take some real damage. The Vikings are terrifying, but Clem is having a tough time dealing with these Zealots. +2 attack, +1 armor. Warp Prism is trying to come in. Clem knows about it. If you kill the Sensor Tower, by the way, that'd be big.
Freaking sensor towers. Clem's army is injured, and Clem's army sucks. We got this. Come on, Tobias. Ship it.
Guardian Shield, can we pick up the Colossus? No, we cannot. Clem so far with very good defensive micro. Supplies are getting close.
So scared.
He's maybe waiting. He wants more upgrades. Does not feel like he can do it here.
Disruptors.
It's the Clem factor, mate. So scary
Clem
to
factor?
attack. So scary to attack into Clem.
Not for me.
Alright, misfortune. Double Sensor Tower, I don't like that. Clem has a floating factory, I believe, in the center of the map. War Prism is going to commit. This War Prism cannot get out anymore, but at least we're going to deal a tiny bit of economic damage. It is 5 SCVs. Maybe we can just buy some time. Or maybe it actually gets out. It's quicker than Vikings.
It has the prism speed.
Yeah.
Vroom vroom.
Oh.
No!
Liquid Clem. Nice catch by Clem there. ShoWTimE has disrupted this. Clem does not have the ultimate answer yet for the army of ShoWTimE. I'd really like to see ShoWTimE go. Even before the upgrades are ready, already position ourselves wisely. We are maxed out. We've got a more powerful army right now. We have to keep going. We cannot let Clem get 2-2 up. Well, he already has 2-2. We have one High Templar on the high ground. Can it drop feedback? Nope. Clem scans it. Both players maxed out. Clem is such a beast, man. Clem is such a beast. But he doesn't have a crazy amount of Vikings. He doesn't have Liberators or anything. Nice blink by Tobias. We'll take that. Look at that. Archon hit one time. Hey, tiny connection on our Disruptor. We'll take that too. War Prism needs to just stay safe in the center for immediate reinforcements. Army is getting Archon. Go for the Vikings. We have one Colossus remaining. I think one Colossus always needs to stay alive. What a storm by Tobias. Woo! That storm was heard around the world.
I like that one. I think we gotta keep up the pressure now.
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
Maxed out, but Clem's army does not look that great.
No.
We gotta go before there's 50 lips out in
Yeah, of course. But Tobias knows that. I don't want to see him use the Prism in the front. Just keep it like right behind the army and just keep on spamming reinforcements. Here we go. Tobias knows that it's important. The Colossus does die immediately, but we've got Disruptors 4 days. Let's fire some balls. Let's kill that sensor tower. We got every single Viking. Can queue up a new Colossus. A Ghost goes down. We've got the War Prism in the back. Let's storm. Okay, we're storming SCVs. We're storming the army. Morph into an Archon. We are a little bit broke. We are. Oh, no. We cannot lose this. Oh, Liberators are here. We do have a bunch of Stalkers. We need a Nova. We need a Storm. All the Lips have died. Medevacs are dying. One Nova is perhaps all it takes. Medevacs are low on energy too. ShoWTimE is going to temporarily disengage, and I do think that's a great decision. Because we don't want to find ourselves in that scenario where every single Disruptor is vulnerable on cooldown and it gets EMP'd. We just rebuild and go again.
I would like to see some Colossus here. Couple of Colossus, I think they add a lot. Like, you know, you killed all the Vikings and you know Clem does not want to make Vikings. So even if you force a couple of Colossus, a couple of Vikings, pretty good.
There was one High Templar that was going forward. And I could see it drop such a sick storm, but then it died. And we did drop a storm on the SCVs, but a storm on the army would have been better there. Man, Clem is
that one connected would have been so sick.
Clem is such a freaking beast. ShoWTimE has made a bunch of Archons, by the way, and that scares me a little, but okay. This Clem's, is that a double drop or a single drop? Single drop in the bottom left.
I think the Archons would have been really good if he went straight away again, because Clem was not really making ghosts, but now he has like 5 already, and that's a lot
but
for
like, it was also too scary, I think, to immediately go, because ShoWTimE was only at like 150 supply.
Clem is out of position, by the way.
Yeah, his entire army is in the bottom right, just chilling.
Oh, one Marauder, we take those.
One Widow Mine. Ghosts are leading the charge. A lot of EMPs for Stalker shields. Clem's army is powerful though. He's bringing back his medevac. Kid wants to fight. Clem wants to fight. War Prism sneaks into the natural. That's pretty good. We need some good Novas here. Or Storm. Why is the WTL observer not showing us the fight? Okay. Tiny drop by Clem. ShoWTimE could just blink and kill it immediately, so we don't have to worry about it anymore. Nice.
Oh,
that the
Kid
War
was not
Prism
even
snuck
looking.
in.
Maybe he's washed.
I think Clem is a lot of things right now, but he's not washed. I mean, he looks fresh, but he's absolutely not washed. War Prism sitting pretty.
Looked at it.
Liberator's not seized up yet. EMP landed on one of the High Templars. Clem throws down his scan.
Be careful here.
It's not too scary yet. It's not too scary yet. One storm.
This storm.
Close. Oh, big
Man,
warping.
this is a nasty warping.
Yeah, but Clem has an answer for it. I actually don't think it's a good idea, but it's okay. ShoWTimE has money. Go for a tiny recall.
Sure. We just get out of here.
Taking control of the high ground is something. A storm. Bam! That's a decent one. We have one more, maybe? Yes, we have one more. Second storm is juicy.
That's what I like to see.
We cannot let
three more of those.
Clem cannot have this center base, though, but he's flying over a command center. 5 ghosts at a time. Liberator as well. ShoWTimE working on air weapons, but does not have a Stargate yet. Obviously, it's gonna take a long time before we get a fleet beacon.
I don't like the Ramba in the bottom.
No. Well, let's see. Let's see.
Could work out. Marauder goes
Storm.
down. Big.
Storm. Storm.
Storm. Thomas. Wait, the snipe didn't get interrupted.
Buster.
Is that how it works? But yeah, I want to recover that from replay. Bug detected. This game doesn't count anymore. Unless we
Maybe
win.
we're fine. We have 3.6k minerals. We just need to keep
Unless
storming.
we win.
Maybe we can open up the rocks in the natural too. Feedback?
Yeah.
Feedback. This is scary, by the way. I don't like it when Protoss armies are at the bottom of a ramp against Clem, because Clem is so good. So dangerous. Throws down another scan, kills another observer. It is a sick first game between ShoWTimE and Clem. As the fleet beacon goes down, second starport goes down. ShoWTimE's army is definitely not that hot. If we don't get any great disruptors or storms, our army is not that special.
Yeah. We need to mine more gas, no? We've not been mining gas at all. We're barely mining 500.
Yeah, we have one assimilator we can take at the 4th base, and I think both assimilators in the bottom left.
Oh, I think both at the 4th base, and yeah, we need to take both at the 4th base still. I don't like getting sieged here. Not a fan.
We can just fire a Nova. Oh, let's not blow up our own army. Storm. God damn it.
No.
Alright, we are working on the rocks, so we are going to create some chaos. I mean, losing one base is not immediately game ending, right? We have money for days, we're building some Tempest. We just cannot lose all our spellcasters. I just spot on, we definitely have a bit of a gas problem. Losing this base is painful, but it doesn't have to be the end of the world yet. But we do really need more gas. Zealots are doing their thing, picking up some of the immediate reinforcements. Maybe a forward blink here. Medevacs are very low on energy, by the way. Tempest are out. First ones, that is. Careful, please don't. Storm! 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 Yes, we'll take it. Any storm that deals damage we'll gladly take. Liberators are making their way forward. Obviously, Clem is starting to become pretty damn rich, getting his hands on that 5th base. ShoWTimE playing a beautiful game, but is it good enough? Overcharge. We could really use an overcharge right now. We don't want to fight here either, so we lose our 2nd base. Nova barely misses.
They got from the bottom with the stalkers. I think we fight this.
Yeah, the army is kind of low on HP, but it's okay. I also understand taking it slow. Like, losing a base is not that bad, because we have money for days anyway. We just need to make sure that we don't take a bad fight.
Just go. I think we catch this army. I think we win this fight, no?
Yeah.
I would much rather trade out than him escaping with this army.
Very low on HP though. Clem needs medevacs, but he's actually building more Vikings to deal with the Tempest. He's gonna have a really hard time healing up. Maybe a forward blink. ShoWTimE is chasing. Tiny forward blink. Deals 1 or 2 units. Clem building a lot of Vikings to have an answer for these Tempest of the Maur. ShoWTimE really needs to take those gases, by the way, and he did. Ah, that's annoying that we lose the War Prism with 4 Zealots inside of it.
Libs are, what the fuck was that damage?
What do you mean?
They one-shot the prism.
Well, he had 4 of them.
I'm reporting this to David King.
David is busy balancing the Krabbies, mate.
I'm sure he would be very surprised by that lip damage as well.
Liberator gets picked off. ShoWTimE's got a decent army here, but we don't have too many High Templars anymore, and that does scare me. Still the sense of power.
Kevin, I'm not in love with this anymore.
Oh, I haven't been in love with it ever since Clem got 4 bases, because Clem on 4 bases is terrifying. Well, there's absolutely still a chance. Clem is a
That's
bit
for
richer.
sure. That's for sure.
It's just a
The army is
competitive
very
game.
injured.
No! Stupid ghost.
No! Man, this unit.
Storm! Storm, please. Storm. Storm. Yes, I love that storm.
Good storm.
ShoWTimE needs gas. Mining 500 gas a minute at the moment. That's not...
I think this is where we literally take all of our zealots and we send them to his main.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing to do here for the zealots, so they will just get carried forever, and they will never trade decently. There it is. What a call.
Maybe we can catch
I would like it even more though.
Get a cancel on 1 command center. It's Gonna definitely keep Clem busy for a bit, but Clem has an answer for it with the ghost. Okay, we might get one. Cloaking saves it.
Stupid cloak. Stupid unit. Damn it. I'm gonna balance swine.
Just click it deep into the main. We distract him, we buy some time, let Tempest chip away at mechanical units. Seems like we had a tiny storm. Starting to get our hands on a few more simulators by the looks of it. Now 800 at gas. Clem really wanted that one disruptor and he gets it. High Templars. Alright, Vikings definitely taking a bit of a beating. I would have loved it if Clem got a bit impatient there. Would have tried to fight. Does the man ever eat a Nova? Somebody should tell Clem that it's actually very nice to see a Nova blow up Terran units. You should give it a shot one
Why
day.
do they keep making disruptors against Clem? This is something I don't understand.
Because it's a zoning tool. You need to keep him at bay, otherwise the Terran army is too powerful.
Come on, man. There's other zoning tools. But I would rather see like High Templars everywhere than disruptors against Clem.
I mean, you can't say that he hasn't tried with the High Templars.
Both is not a good combo.
But I mean, at one point he lost the Colossus. There were a bunch of Vikings left, so it makes sense to build some disruptors. At this point...
Hey, this push is shit. We can jump on this. Go.
Well, we get one ghost. We might get a second one. We'll take it.
No.
But Clem wouldn't be Clem if he didn't split off half his army and at least get a base in return. ShoWTimE might be able to jump at this army though, but we trap it with the Zealots. Oh, I would have loved to see the Zealots actually like right click a little bit further to the right. Clem is now coming in from the top right. We need to be very careful here.
Well, I think we need to fight. We need to fight and then we need to... Yes! Storm! No.
Yes, no, yes, no. We need an overcharge. Go.
Not it. I'm molding.
ShoWTimE down to 38 probes. The man was so close, was in such a good spot. Could not quite close it out because Clem hang in there like a titan. The kid that has won 29 games in a row. Now, ShoWTimE still has a shot because he does have 160 army supply. One great storm with a fantastic Nova. And there is a world where we still win this. But obviously the fight needs to be amazing. Economically, Clem has gotten the best of ShoWTimE for a little while right now. ShoWTimE is once more not going to be able to get this base. The Tempest are low on HP. Vikings are doing their thing. Stalkers blink. We kind of need to win this fight. We drop a storm that clips a lot of the Vikings. ShoWTimE has lost like 30 army supply there and did not get a lot in return. What do you think?
I'm writing a Twitter thread. Terran is so bullshit. That's my title of the Twitter thread. Or the Reddit thread.
Couple of big EMPs landing. ShoWTimE still has a little bit of income in the bottom left. Hoping to take a great fight, but we have lost the vast majority of our Tempest. The Vikings are very, very useful in these scenarios. And even though they're all low on HP, they still pack a punch. ShoWTimE's 160 army supply has turned into 91 army supply. Takes a decent start to the fight here. Finds a ghost as well. One Nova. It had potential. That one was not too bad. 25 army supply difference right now. Novas are actually starting to connect. We have a battery overcharge here. Clem is getting a little bit reckless with the Vikings. Hey, ShoWTimE.
Man, you're coughing so hard.
Yeah.
Stop. Just stop believing, Kevin. It's not good for your health. This is over. Get it over with.
I know it's over.
Let's think about the next game.
But
It's
we
not
have
good for
we have to
your
assert our
hair,
dominance,
it's not
mate.
good for I know.
Let's land 2 big Novas. Blow up the army. Are these units stuck? Somewhat stuck. They never connect.
Man, I'm telling you, I think Protoss players are baiting themselves into going disruptors. There's no way this is good. It's just so supply inefficient just for a zoning tool. There's so much... Well, it's no point in saying this now, but...
Well, I mean...
I think disruptors are bait. That's my whole thing about it.
Disruptors look pretty good against anybody that's not Clem, to be fair, mate.
I'm not sure even about that, though. Because, like, when you have disruptors out, when Terrans start splitting their army, it's so insanely hard.
Yeah.
Because they're just too supply inefficient.
I know. ShoWTimE was so close. He was so close. I feel like if this one High Templar, the third of Clem, would have been able to land one fat, juicy storm. We split off the Zealots in the mineral line. A lot of if, buts, and maybes. ShoWTimE played an amazing game, but it is not enough against the kid who just can't lose. 30 in a row for your reigning world champion. fighting for Team Liquid. Clem takes the 1-0 lead in this best of 2. On goes the river. ShoWTimE can now pick any map, but unfortunately there's not really a Protoss map that really is. Well, actually, he could pick Dynasty if he wants to. They have vetoed a lot of Dynasty.
I think ShoWTimE doesn't.
You don't think he's a Dynasty boy?
Nah, not at all. I'm gonna be honest. I'm starting to dislike Liquid Clam a little bit here. Fuck, if he just lost one map, he would be so much more likable at the moment. Instead, he's being a little annoying kid and just winning games. But it's okay. I'm here for him.
Amazing game though. Very, very, very good effort by ShoWTimE. And let's not forget, that's not exactly the map that ShoWTimE was dreaming of playing against Clem. So
that is true. That is true.
But I feel like Clem... I mean, I think Dynasty, if you play it well, it is actually a very good Protoss map. But you obviously need to be comfortable. Yeah, absolutely. You need to be comfortable with the early game. But I've seen a couple games of Max on Dynasty against Clem, and it actually looks Omega broken. It just looks like...
You have to take the other base though, right? I mean,
yeah, you have to take the Mega base on the wrong side, and then you just need to make sure that you don't lose 15 probes against a couple Hellions. And that's not impossible.
If I told you?
Second?
Terran players haven't figured this out. But you know what they can do?
Tell me.
They can, listen to this, send an SCV to block the base. I know, Giga Brain, but it is possible to do it.
It is possible.
They just haven't figured this out yet. Wait until they do.
But ShoWTimE is not a Dynasty boy. ShoWTimE will go for Golden Aura instead. It is a sad world when Golden Aura is our dream PvT map. But
I mean, that's what I would pick as well in ZVT, and that's not fun.
Let's see. Let's put a Robo on Ghost River. That was probably a Ghost River special. Here it could be a Stargate. It could be Twilight Council. I feel like he kind of likes Stargate on this map. Top left side of Golden Aura. An amazing effort. Game as close as anyone in defeating this guy who has now won 30 games in a row since, well, the second week of August. It is a Liquid Clem. Since round 2 EWC, yes.
You know, I have a lot of people coming into my chat. They're like, hey, heads up, Reynor. You're the only one that took maps off of Clem. And like, legit, it makes me feel worse, you know? It actually makes me feel worse. Now I'm the guy that's known for taking maps off of Clem. You know, fuck off. I used to be a world champion myself. Now I'm just the guy that took games off of him. It's unbelievable, Clem. Unbelievable shit.
This may be what you will be remembered for, mate. The guy that took 2 maps of Clem. I saw a tweet as well from EWC. They're like, hey, this is the guy who took 2 maps of Clem. And I was like, oh, what a scout, by the way.
Well, this is good. This is good.
Yeah, you never know. Terran RNG. Terran RNG.
I mean, Clem, doesn't Clem like literally proxy racks every game on this map? He did it against Hero, he did it against Classic.
I haven't seen it that much. Hey, at least the SCV is stuck for a little bit. Hey. That's actually nice. Very nice, because now the SCV cannot build a bunker. And that's obviously where things can snowball like no tomorrow. But because the SCV was stuck there for a bit, Clem cannot really build a bunker. If he would build a bunker now, he would obviously have to cancel the Reaper to lift up the barracks. If he does do that before, the Reaper is late. He doesn't want that either. So obviously a good start for ShoWTimE. A very good start for the Mauer.
Hey, I'll be right back.
Alright. Reynor is going to go be right back. Clem sent his SCV home. Adapt is 70% done. Clem is obviously... Oh, that's a good grenade. It's going to be hard to not prevent us. We're going to lose 1 worker. But if it's only 1... Oh! Hey, with a shade we killed the Reaper. Obviously the Reaper is going to hop to the low ground. Ay. Alright. Solid start. But we need a whole lot more than a solid start. Second Reaper is out. Clem goes double Reaper and then flies the barracks home. ShoWTimE actually goes a Robo once more. A Robo on Ghost River. And even a Robo first on Golden Aura. Surprised me a little. Especially with the way that this game has started off as well. But might be solid. Where's the pylon? I guess it's in front. Pylon in the front, shield battery in the back. Couldn't actually see it because of the team logo. Clem is gonna go double cyclone. It'd be amazing if ShoWTimE can just catch a glimpse of this. Clem is also very good in setting up like the double prong with a couple of units in the natural, distract the protos, and then maybe the cyclone drop can deal a lot of damage in the main base. We will see. ShoWTimE actually opens up with a War Prism. War Prism can be useful defensively because you can break the lock-ons of the cyclones, and it can also make it a bit easier to drop units in range of the battle, while Stalkers without blink are obviously somewhat immobile. With the Prism you do give yourself a tiny mobility boost. Let's see where he goes with the Prism. Reaper's still roaming. Maybe the Stalkers can turn around. Clem sees it immediately. We're not gonna get a free Reaper from Clem. Medevac is coming out, but hey, if the Stalkers find the Medevac, that's actually kind of good, because Clem might go for the unload here, but ShoWTime's got the War Prism, and this is actually a fantastic play by ShoWTimE. So he shuts this down before anything happens, and he actually wants to attack. Feels that he's got enough at home. He's got an Immortal coming out. He is confident in the Immortal. Dealing with the two Cyclones. We don't have a shield battery yet in the main. Oh, this is a dangerous game. We do lose the Stalker very quickly. Clem is going to micro these units for days. But an Immortal is tanky. How much can ShoWTimE get done on the other side of the map? No bunker for Clem, but what Clem does have is a tank. But that tank won't be anywhere. Does ShoWTimE eat a big tank volley? Yes, there is a Viking. But if we just go for economic damage in the natural, we can definitely do a very good job here in slowing Clem down. Just need to stay away from the tank. ShoWTimE once more off to a pretty decent start. We are supply blocked. That's a little bit annoying. I mean, it's only a 2-worker lead at the moment, causing some delays. Clem also supply blocked. Just a bit of an unusual game. Twilight Council is the follow-up. Is it once more going to be charged like we had it on Ghost River, or will it be something else? Kind of feels that ShoWTimE is going for a crazy fight here, maybe. Trying to shade the adepts on top of the Terran army. There are 2 tanks though, and we don't have blink. This is risky. This is very, very risky. He could pick up the Immortal as well if he wants to. He actually picked up a couple of Stalkers. War Prism takes damage. Don't think we're gonna get too much done here. Twilight is done. We're not using it. We're not going up to 3 bases yet. Very good defense by Liquid Clem, making all the correct calls there. That could have snowballed, that could have been very bad. In the end, Clem made it look easy. I like what ShoWTimE was going for, and especially the interception of the Medevac in the center of the map was amazing. Unfortunately, we could just never really find that big victory anywhere. Clem not being stubborn, not sticking around too long, not trying to stay busy out microing an Immortal forever, just focusing on the defense. And now economically this game is not quite as good as Ghost River was. But it is a more pleasant map to play a macro game on. Clem has repaired the Cyclones, I guess. Let's pick them up, sending them to the other side of the map. ShoWTimE warps in his first High Templar, 6 more gateways. We may just be doing something similar to the last game. But actually try to play it in a lot more committed and all-in way. Where we don't plan on ever making a Robo Bay, where we don't plan on making a Forge, we just go for it. That is unfortunately, or perhaps fortunately, we never know, not the case. ShoWTimE does warp in a Forge, but it's obviously late. Clem already working on +1 attack. That is scary. 5-worker lead is okay-ish. The fact that Clem is a 3rd command center is nowhere near done yet, and we have an 8-worker lead now. Makes you feel better. The ShoWTimE is playing a sick best of 2. It's definitely a bit different. The pacing of all of it is different, but it's actually really good. And even if not every plan that he's cooking up works out to perfection, it's still very impressive what he's doing here. Unfortunately, the kid on the other side is incredibly impressive too, and just does not make any mistakes. A feedback lands on the Medevac. Apparently the Medevac had a lot of energy. Takes big damage. Clem is moving out. I believe Zealot Charge is done. Yep, Zealot Charge is done. Storm is done. I think we can take a good fight here. Don't forget, guys. Oh, he stormed the Medevac. That's nice, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. This is a powerful army by Clem, but there is a world where ShoWTimE takes a really good fight. If we have a War Prism that can drop a good storm, Clem does get his tanks in a very, very gnarly spot. ShoWTimE gets an early heads up. Sentry takes a lot of damage. Sentry dies. No Guardian Shield sucks. Setting up the surround. Both players have potential in their army here. Shield battery overcharge still working. ShoWTimE goes for it. Vikings will keep the War Prism at bay. We need to unload. We lose the War Prism with High Templars inside of it. Clem with perfect zoning. ShoWTimE does still have some units. Do we have one storm from that High Templar? I guess we have no energy. Oh man, even while losing that War Prism with 2 High Templars inside of it, we're like sort of cleaned this up. If we would have been able to do this while landing 1 or 2 storms. Losing the Prism hurts. Losing the Prism really hurts. Hello, Reynor.
Hello.
Welcome back. Cancel, please.
Cancel. No.
That is rough. That is rough. We do have an observer. This is gonna give ShoWTimE the heads up that this drop is coming. Losing the Prism with 2 High Templars is incredibly painful. Not getting any value out of those 3 units. And still taking like an okay-ish fight. Makes you wonder what could have been. Losing the Nexus is mega painful though. Claymore's an animal. 30 maps. No, please, not again. Not again!
My god. Shit.
Second Nexus gets killed, not cancelled. That is 800 minerals down the drain on the side of ShoWTimE. Things are looking very grim.
I don't know what to say, but not nice words.
I think I know what to say, mate. It's time to no
I think
longer
I
be
know
the
what to
guy
say.
that
I'm
takes
gearing
maps.
up already.
It's time to become that guy that takes the best of 2.
Time to become the guy that takes 4 maps out of Clem.
6 storms,
Ooh,
by the way.
storm.
Really good fight, but yeah, we lost 2 Nexi. We lost
I
2
think we gotta
Nexi.
ship it, no? We
Say
gotta
again?
go. We gotta go, I think. Like, we need to send it now.
Into a 3-base Clem. I mean, there is a world. There is. Oh, hello. The Clem loads up 3 medevacs. This may actually work out in our favor. Go, 8-click.
Go, Tobias.
Go,
Pull a Christianer. Come
Tobias,
on.
just go full Christiana, mate. You've got so much. It might be enough. Go.
Please.
Don't worry about this. Don't worry about
Guys, don't tell me recalls. Just send it.
Just go. It's
Just
now or
go.
never anyway. Like the longer the game goes, the worse it gets. First Zealot absorbs the Widowmine shot. Second one does deal a bit of friendly fire. We need more than the 3rd base, by the way.
Yeah, we need to go to a natural.
Yep,
Go
we
to the
need to be in the
natural
natural, if not the main base. There is a Viking getting some shots off.
The mines.
Widowmines do a lot of damage to the Zealot. ShoWTimE is taking a supply lead, but Tobias, we need more than the 3rd. We need more than a couple of SCVs. We need to get on top of that Terran production. We need to wipe the floor with this defensive army. 1 Viking, War Prism coming in on the left side. So no. What can you do? What can you do? Maybe if you would. Okay, that's a 6 storm. Holy smokes! Maybe that will actually make us go. But now we don't have reinforcements anymore. Hey, 1 more storm like that. Imagine if Clem goes down the ramp. Let's put a couple SCVs, a couple Zealots on top of the SCVs. We can get the. Is there a world we get the orbital? Deep cinema. Okay, we killed the orbital. Maybe now we can recall. We have killed 22 SCVs and we've killed the orbital. We have a storm, by the way. Storm is ready. ShoWTimE is hoping that Clem commits a bit too much down this ramp. 5 pylons finishing up. ShoWTimE defense at home, Reynor. Hello? We killed 22
Hello?
SCVs. We can go back to the 3rd, maybe, right? Oh, there's a fight. WTL Observer, there's a fight. I want to see a storm. I want to see a storm. Do we have a storm?
But this is
Oh my god, ShoWTimE!
No.
No, don't make me dream. Please. Don't funk with my heart. We drop 1 storm. We have energy for another storm. And Clem knows it. Drop it. Drop it like it's hot. It's tiny. Now we go for a recall. We're going to lose that Archon too. Please don't lose the Immortal. Okay. Does kill a medevac on the other side of the map. Clem lost his natural. Lost 22 SCVs. It's 52 workers against 48. Doors are wide open for 1 juicy run by. And we got a cancel on the 4th, by the way, didn't we?
Yeah. This is not bad, actually.
I mean, it's 2 base. It's 2 base against 3 base. I mean,
We need to defend here properly. No, don't give up the base. No, what?
I mean, maybe he doesn't have energy. Maybe he doesn't want to take a fight without Storm. I mean, don't forget he has no armor upgrades. Clem has 76 army supply. ShoWTimE only has 60. Tiny Zealot run by would be so sick, by the way. 3 zealots.
I don't think
showing.
we could have given up the base there. That's not it.
2 bases against
There's
2 bases
still
right
two
now.
Vikings.
Down 8 workers. From up a base and up a couple workers, down 8 workers, even in bases. 1 Viking, low on HP. Clem, by the way, does have a very awkward setup to defend right now, right? Because his 3rd and 4th base are both orbitals. ShoWTimE has no armor upgrades on these zealots. That makes it so hard. Tiny blink, snipes the Viking. I imagine if we had like a few zealots on these SCVs, it'd be so sick. ShoWTimE comes in with a few more stalkers. He blinks, but reinforcements have arrived for Clem. Lens and EMP. ShoWTimE needs the storms. He knows it. He's being very, very, very patient with them on purpose. He's got an observer as well to keep track of this army.
Clem is
Sniffing it.
so good. What the fuck? Yeah.
Clem smells it. Finally, tiny zealot run by in the 3rd, by the way. That could be big. Because that, I think, is what we need to land a big storm on Clem's army. But obviously, those zealots can only go if we're actually battling or close to being battling. There is a wolf. Not a very big chance, but there absolutely is a chance here. Then we A-move, we take a great fight, we land a 6 storm, and the zealot run by shows up at a picture-perfect moment.
I wouldn't call this picture perfect.
No, it's not picture-perfect. Especially not because we're now battling the army. ShoWTimE not happy with that. War Prism is flying. EMP lands immediately. And after the EMP, Prisms are so fragile. There's 1 Viking in the mix. ShoWTimE forced to fight. As a High Templar coming in from the bottom right. As 2 High Templars. War Prism dies. How many ghosts are remaining? 2, 3. 1 ghost leading the charge. Now the Zealots show up, by the way. There may be a better moment. That's a lot of Zealots.
That's a lot of zealots.
Yeah.
Clem can just go back though. It's
Yep.
not like we have any real economy behind it.
I know. I mean, ShoWTimE is going up to 3 bases. Clem still has 2 orbitals, but yeah, Clem's army is getting big, eh? 109 army supply.
Nah, I'm telling you, like, we lost this one when we gave up the base. Like, we had to do everything we could to keep that base.
It was a pretty wild game. Had a lot of different stages to it, right? Very unique opening too. I don't know if you saw the very beginning, but it was
Yeah, I saw this one.
kind of different. Clem now building a 3rd command center. Willing to maybe slow things down. ShoWTimE is about to get his hands, by the way, on +1 armor. It may not be massive, but it is something. A Zealot run by. Maybe shows up. A lot of SCVs are pretty better than Bruised. Clem up 40 army supply. I mean, Clem, that's 40 army supply up his heart. But the doors are kind of wide open. And we do have Storm. Like, without Storm, obviously, there's a 0% chance. With Storm, you want to believe. But it's so hard to land anything on Clem. Kid is so good. 30 maps in a row for Clem at the moment. And he's very eager to make it 31. ShoWTimE does get a pretty decent cleanup here. We have High Templars in the mix. Land a feedback, land the 2nd feedback. So we lose High Templar, but we did completely drain 2 ghosts from their energy.
The Vikings, man. 1 EMP and volley, and the Prism is dead.
I know. It almost feels inevitable, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Battery overcharge. We land a storm. We land a feedback. We land another storm. We have 1 more. Thought we had 1 more, but maybe we don't. Do we have any High Templars anywhere? We might be forced to take this fight. Well, we have battery overcharge. ShoWTimE waiting, counting down the seconds for another storm. Fake Prism, by the way, pulling a lot of the army away, but even that is not enough. The DPS of the Terran army is too damn big. GG gets called. Clem had to work for it. But once more, wins 2 games in a row. Great showing by ShoWTimE. Even if it was not good enough, it was still 2 fantastic games. I think we can all be very proud of him.
Well, time to shine, buddy.
Yep.
Time to shine. Good luck, Kevin.
Mate, if you still want to be known as the guy who took 2 maps, you can also send me. Just throwing it out there.
Nah. I'll be the guy that takes 4 maps out of Clem.
Let's go then. See you soon, mate. Good luck.
I see you.
Vamos. Great games. Both games gave us a lot of hope. Gave us reasons to dream, especially that first game was in such an amazing position. Even in the second game, with 1 or 2 different choices here and there, perhaps it could have been. But Clem is just an animal. Kid is so freaking good. 31 maps in a row. He has now won when it comes to competitive official recorded Starcraft 2. But now he's going up against the kid, who was the last guy to take a map off him. And we're gonna kick things off on post-youth. Clem takes the 2-0, which means that Team Liquid is now 1 full life ahead of us. Clem versus Reynor, best of 2 post-youth. Clem 2-0, Reynor 2-0, 1-1 draw. For us to just completely tie things up, we obviously basically need a 2-0 here for Reynor. It's gonna take a couple minutes, guys, until the game start. I'm gonna take a tiny break. I'm gonna take a look at the DMs as well.